All right, everybody. Hopefully one more day of this view before my good holder comes from Amazon. But I watch, my disclaimer, I watch a lot of YouTubers that I love and I get motivation, but I watch one in the morning while I'm going to work and getting ready for work, sorry. And he reviewed the Rolling Stone list of 200, I guess, best or influential singers. And Rolling Stone put a disclaimer out because it was receiving a lot of backlash that these are singers and not vocalists. So I'm guessing what they're saying is, to me, what I would define as an entertainer, right? Somebody who sings, they probably play an instrument, they're good performers, etc. Not a vocalist, just somebody who has a set of chops on them, and that's it, right? Because you got a lot of background singers that can sing better than the star. For example, I watched Lizzo's concert on HBO, and I think Lizzo can sing. I don't think she's a singer. I think she's a singer and an entertainer. I found her show very entertaining. She had those big girls dancing like nonstop. Even though Lizzo didn't do much dancing, she put on a show. It was a show. But when she gave the attention and the spotlight to her background singers, it sounded like all three of them could sing her all the way under the table. So that's what I mean. I think that's what Rolling Stone means as far as singer and vocalist. But even with that disclaimer, they are fucking tripping. And I can't remember all of them because it's 200. But what stood out to me is that Michael Jackson was in the 70s, like 78, I believe, but in the low 70s, damn near 80. Michael motherfucking Jackson is in the 80s, and then Barbra Streisand was in the high 100s. Barbra Streisand, high 100s. Barbra Streisand fell below Beyonce and Rihanna. How? How, Sway? How? You playing with my emotions, Smokey. Like, how? How? I don't get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do the list. I could understand, like, Beyonce was number 8. Now, I love Beyonce. But I don't think, even as far as entertainer, Beyonce should have went before Michael Jackson. I remember watching concerts with my mother on TV, on cable, for Michael Jackson concerts, and these people were fainting before they even turned the house lights on. Fainting, and no fake shit, because you were in the front row. You probably paid hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for that ticket, and you are being escorted out before they even click on the light so you could see his shiny shoes. It was an epidemic, the amount of people, men and women, that were fainting just at the thought of seeing Michael Jackson live. And he's in the 70s. He should have been number 1. I think Aretha Franklin was number 1. I think Aretha Franklin is a singer. I mean, she's not my era, but I don't think she should have beat Anita Baker. And Patti LaBelle was low. They had and then even if we're not going to do old people, Christina Aguilera was in the hundreds or the bottom hundreds. Christina Aguilera, now she might not have good vocal control, but she got a set of chops on her. And Prince was in top 10. He was before Michael Jackson, but he was in top 10. I don't get it. They would have to really spell out what they were looking for this list, because I think they just threw some shit together and threw it out there to get clickbait, to get these responses from people. Because there's no way Michael Jackson should not have been number 1. in every category alive. Like, how is Beyonce? No, I think Mariah Carey's pretty high. I would give that to Mariah Carey. I think she's placed properly. But no way should 77 other people, I don't care, from the inception of recorded music to this day, I don't think anybody has a hold on the world that Michael Jackson had. On the world. I'm not even talking about America. On the world. It's Michael Jackson is number one. Number one. I stopped listening at 140 and I didn't see Gloria Estefan name didn't come up. Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy is a singer? A singer? I don't think Ozzy's no singer. I think he's a musician, but a singer? No. I don't think he's a singer. David Bowie was low. I think he had an impact on the world. They had two of the Beatles up there. They were pretty low. I think the Beatles had more of an impact on the world than Beyonce. And I like Beyonce, but I don't think Beyonce need to be number 8. I think Beyonce need to be low with where Tony Braxton and them is. Get somebody else to do it. That list was terrible. You're going to have to, Rolling Stone, you're going to have to come out with the worksheets. You're going to have to post the rough draft worksheets from the staff to really have us study how you came up with this list, because you're making a lot of people mad. And there was most of it was like a black list. The top 20, mostly all black. And I think Mariah Carey is biracial, right? But it was mostly black. But it's not even a black or white thing. Singer? Now, if we did Whitney was pretty high. Whitney, I believe, is number 2, rightfully so. Whitney's a singer, and she was an entertainer, and she was very entertaining with her reality show. The Whitney and Bobby shit on Bravo. But how is Michael Jackson not number 1? I don't understand. And how Prince was low too. Prince. And one thing, the first and only concert I ever attended, and I took my mom for either a birthday present or a Christmas present, was to see Prince in Madison Square Garden. I have no regrets. He was fucking like 2 hours late. No regrets. I know a lot of people that regret not seeing Prince. And we saw him in his twilight years. He wasn't young. I think he was at least over 50. And this motherfucker was still jumping from the speakers at 50 with his booty cheeks hanging out. He was everything. I have no regrets as far as if I'm going to see any concert, it was to see Prince. How was Prince not in the top 10? Now, that man was a singer, a musician, a composer, come on, how many of us want to swim in the waters of Lakes Minnetonka, bucket naked? Oh my God. I don't know why this pissed me off. I'm not really invested in people, but I feel like y'all got robbed. Michael Jackson, rest in power, my nigga. You not number 1? You not number 1? Michael fucking Jackson. Please, somebody make it make sense to me. Please tell me why Michael deserved to be number 78. Or I don't know if I'm getting a number right. I'm going to keep saying 78. I know it was in a 7. I know it was a 7. Okay? Unless, no, I'd rather him not be on the list because he transcends the list. I would have rather y'all keep Michael Jackson off the list and say he was too overqualified for the list. I would have liked that. Don't put him on 78. Take him off. You're disrespectful, Rolling Stone. You're disrespectful, and you need to close just like Time Magazine, if you haven't, and all these other publications, or you don't have enough talented people on there. You got people that know how to read and write good and could get Pulitzers, but they don't know nothing about pop culture or entertainment. And I do, because I took music. I was a classically trained violinist for 7 years and beyond. I know how to read music. I know how to play multiple instruments. I have composed. Now, I'm not saying none of my shit was good, but I know a little something about music. Okay? I played at Lincoln Center. I was all city orchestra, second chair. Okay? No, I was second chair in high school, and I think I was fourth chair in all city. All city, my nigga. The only black girl surrounded by a bunch of Asians. All right? Black fat girl with fat fingers made all city. Okay? And you have to audition for that shit. So I know a little something about music now. You need, I don't know if I need to put my resume out there, because you know what? As much as I'm rambling and stuttering and shit, I don't think this is real. I think it's to get the attention and to rile people up and have motherfuckers do videos like this and talk about it. Because the list might be wrong, but it's marketing genius. And I took marketing. That was one of my favorite classes in my MBA, was marketing, and how a degree in psychology is what you should look for when you are hiring marketing execs. Because this is it. This is it. Where's Summer Walker? Summer Walker could sing. Now, if y'all don't know about Summer Walker, her personal life is all shit. She just gave birth to twins for a nigga she broke up with and had a baby by London on the Track, and she ain't with him. She's crazy as shit, got her face all tatted up, but she sings. Ozzy Osbourne is a singer. I'm gonna have to look it up. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about the list. Michael Jackson should and forever be number one. Chris Brown wasn't on. Where is Chris fucking Brown? Chris Brown. I stopped listening at 140 something, and Chris Brown name did not come up. How? Tina Marie. Okay, if y'all saying I'm only mentioning black artists, because that's Tina Marie. She's white. Where was she? I stopped listening at 140 because I was disgusted. Maybe she's on the list, but she shouldn't be down in the 140s, past the 140s. Patti LaBelle. Hello, Patti LaBelle, people, wasn't in the top 100. Patti? How? Patti is a singer. She's an entertainer. She was an influential icon back in her day. This got me all in my feelings, people. Do it again, Rolling Stone, or don't do it. Don't do it. Or this is a marketing ploy and it worked. Be safe, everybody. All right, I had to record more. How is Patti not in the top 20? On my own, once again. Patti? This really got me in my feelings. Like, it's my indigestion so bad. Let me go. Bye.